Welcome back to Hounds TV. We're your hosts, Austin and Ty. This will be the first Hounds TV episode since 2019, and we are so excited to bring it back.
In our first news story, I'll be covering playoffs. For starters, our Midget AAA Hounds clinched first place, setting them up against Battleford Stars in their first round matchup. Their first game will be at the Dunk Tank on Friday, March 11th. The female AAAs also clinched first on the weekend, giving them a bye through the first round of playoffs, as well as our female AA team has a spot in playoffs. All three teams will begin their playoffs very shortly, all in hopes of a long playoff run. We hope to see you out supporting your Hounds at home playoff games. We are now going to hand it off to Kale and Luke for Man on the Street.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Pancakes or waffles? Definitely waffles. Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Waffles or pancakes?
100% waffles.
Pancakes or waffles? Waffles. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles.
Yes.
Or waffles?
Pancakes.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Waffles.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Waffles, 100%. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Thanks for that awesome content. Next up, in our other playoff news, all of our CSSHL teams are headed to Penticton to face off in playoffs at the beginning of March as well. Those teams include our U18 prep team, our powerful U17, U16, and our young Bantam prep team as well.
Next up will be our staff interview with Dave. Over to you.
Hi, my name is David DeVoe. I'm here with Hounds TV, and I'm here to interview.
Kate McLean.
My first question, how long have you worked at Notre Dame, and what is the most important thing that you've learned in your time there?
I have worked at Notre Dame since 1996, so 22 years. Or no, 26 years. 26 years, and and I've been in a variety of different roles. So I've been a teacher, a house parent, an assistant house parent, coach always, guidance counselor, university counselor, and director of academics, and now principal and director of academics. So what have I learned? You know, at the end of the day, just got to be flexible. Like, it's a 24/7 school, so we can do our very best to plan, but often, you know, there are surprises, and we just have to be able to roll with it, and always focusing on the kids.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh goodness, day of the week, eh? What is my biggest pet peeve? If anything, COVID has taught me to be a little more appreciative. Don't sweat the small stuff, because like we're at the tail end, hopefully, of a global pandemic. Cautious to say my pet peeves because I don't want to imply that they're a big deal, but among other things, I guess, communication. I guess that's one of my pet peeves, is just paying attention to what's being communicated. There's lots of, you know, signs up, posters up, messages, emails, things like that. Just pay attention to the communication out there, yeah.
If you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you be?
You know, way back when, I remember thinking I would love to be a cat, and here's why. If you have a cat, every once in a while you might observe them just chilling in a sunbeam. Those moments, you kind of go, I could just use that. I could use that moment of absolute just joy, basking in a sunbeam and nothing in the world to worry about.
And is there anything that you'd like to say to the students and staff at Notre Dame?
Yeah, a big thank you. See, I get emotional, so You weren't supposed to make me cry. You could be like Barbara Walters. She makes everyone cry. No, a big thank you. I think, yeah, I can't do my job without the support of all the staff and students. So thanks for making my job easy.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. Our next story will be on Assembly. Assembly is back for the first time in 2 years and we couldn't be more excited. It brings a sense of normalcy and joy to those who were at Notre Dame before COVID happened, and is something exciting and new for those who have never experienced assemblies or row seating before. The fact that Assembly is back even brought a tear to Kate McLean's eye. And that just goes to show how much things are moving in the right direction compared to the last couple of years. Next up, we'll ship it off to Connor and Aaron with Christ with Krogs.
Hello Hounds, I'm Connor O'Keefe and I'm with
Oliver Tugendhagen.
and
Rob Kruger.
this is Christ with Krogs.
So Kruger, how does it feel to have your own segment on Hounds TV?
Well, since I only found out like 30 seconds ago, I am like super excited. Thank you guys.
Great to hear.
Awesome. Can you give the students of Notre Dame a new language to say at the side of the crossing?
Gladly. We'll start in Japanese today. So please repeat after me. Chichi,
Chi-chi,
Toko,
Toko,
Tosere,
Tosere,
Nomina,
Nomina,
Niote.
Niote. Awesome. So Krogs, with Ash Wednesday around the corner, what are your thoughts about Ash Wednesday?
Well, Ash Wednesday definitely begins the challenging season of Lent. But like we know at this school, every challenge is a welcome because it's an opportunity to make yourself a better person. Specifically, Ash Wednesday and Lent is you make yourself a better person in the eyes of God so you can celebrate Easter as a better version of yourself.
Absolutely.
That's great to hear. What are you going to try and give up or share for the 40 days leading up to Easter?
I think my fantastic sense of humor. No, I think I'm going to try to, get a little bit more serious about my prayer life. One thing I'm going to try to do to kind of help the Notre Dame community improve their prayer life is I found 40 one-line little verses from Scripture. So I'll email those out every day so that you'll get like a 5-second one-line prayer every day.
That's great.
Terrific. That's all, folks. See you next time on Christ with Krogs.
Thanks for that, boys. Now we're off to the top 10 plays of the week with Ivan and Corbin. Awesome clips there. Shout out to everyone who stood out and made the top 10. If you have any suggestions for next week, shoot us an email. In our final news segment, we will be focusing on basketball news. Both our basketball teams have been fighting for playoffs with just a couple games left to go. They both have chances to make playoffs in their respective leagues. Our juniors have had a fantastic season as they are undefeated in regular season so far. They have only had 2 games, but as the year dwindles down, they hope to get in some more games before playoff action. All teams are hoping to see fans come out cheering them on as their seasons come to a close. Next up, we're going to give it up to Keegan for Within 2 Trees.
Hi Hounds, and welcome to the first episode of Within 2 Trees. I'm your host, Keegan Merriman, and with me today are 2 special guests.
Vinny.
Sam.
This segment will showcase Hounds doing spectacular things in and around campus. Today's guests have just recently signed with the Junior A Hounds for the upcoming 2022-23 season. So guys, how does it feel to be the inaugural guests on my new interview segment?
Feels great.
It's amazing.
Love to hear it, love to hear it. So how do you guys feel about signing with the Junior A Hounds for next season?
I'm pretty excited. You know, it's a pretty big step in my hockey career, and I think it will be fun.
So do you feel as if there was a big weight lifted off your shoulders?
Oh yeah, less stress about next year. Feels good.
That makes sense, that makes sense. You just play, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So are you guys excited to wear visors, or are you scared of getting hit in the face with them pucks?
Yeah, I think visors are pretty sick. You know, add some sty points, but you know, it'd be good to get some couple scars on the face. You know.
So not at all scared of getting a little bit pucks in the face?
Want to lose a couple teeth, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Get your dentist busy. And Sam, you were recently called up for your first Junior A game. How did it go? How did you feel? And how was the speed of the game?
It went great. Felt amazing. It's +1. Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with that. No, you can't. Well, that concludes the first episode of Within 2 Trees. I'm your host, Keegan Merriman, and these were my guests,
Vinny.
And Sam.
See you next time.
Thanks, Keegan. What a great interview. Thanks for tuning in to our first episode. Tune back in next week for some more Hounds TV content.
And that's all from us here. I'm Ty.
And I'm Austin.
Have a great week, Hounds.